Okay, this is what I use on everybody here because it's not scared of nobody here. Okay, first I part out my parts. Then I go back through with the edge control that I showed y'all. And I line it up like along the part. And I redo the whole part. Like just for a crispy part. You don't gotta do it if you don't want to. This is what I do. I'm trying to give y'all the tips on how to be that girl. Okay, like I said, I go through the part and I go along girl, what? I go along the part and I redo it. See how clean it is already? I redo it. Comb it, separate all the extra hairs, get the wild hairs from out your way. Oh, excuse me. Get the wild hairs from out the way. Boom. Then I take edge control and slap it on both sides. I slap it on both sides of the part. Bam. And when you kind of like pull the hair towards you, just to kind of flatten the hair down anyway. And then you want to comb it through. Comb all the edge control through. And you still see me cleaning up my part, but you're going to comb it all through. Make sure it's all in there. Even if you got to use the rat tail. You see how I got that fat? Look like baby got a perm. She ain't got no perm. That's me. That's all me in that edge control. Getting to work. That edge control is my best friend. What you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. So you're going to see me going on this side, doing the exact same thing. And don't be scared to comb your client hair. Like, they either want their hair nappy and ugly, or they want it to hurt a little bit and be cute. And then you kind of swoop the baby hairs up. If they don't want no baby hairs, don't put it straight back. You gotta look like the Africans and snatch your scalp all up. No. You're gonna put your baby hairs into the braid so it can still give that look. So I'm gonna swoop it up a little bit and I part with my comb to section out my first part. Then this one we finna get to work at. So you take 3 little sections like you normally braid. Do 3 sections. 3 little parts. And you part halfway through. I got my pinkies pointed so it's easier for me to part. But when you're stitching, you're literally going to go halfway through the part on one side. And when you stitch the other side, you go halfway through to meet where you left off at. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but if that makes sense, you do half and half on each side so your parts can be crispy. You see what I'm doing? I put half of my part, half of the stitch. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all get it though. Just look and see what I'm doing. See, and I use my pinkies because that's just how you get a crispy look. So get into that. Okay, now I'm showing you how I feed in the hair. So you take it like a C in your hand and put it in between your index finger and your thumb. So it should be in the middle section and the top section. Nothing should be in the back section. Then you literally just continue braiding. Like, don't even make it noticeable that you added it. Just try not to even pay attention that you added it, so your braid can just go out smooth. I can't explain it, but you just literally have to watch me do it. Just put it like a C in your hand. I'm gonna do it again. Show y'all in the camera. Dang, when I'm gonna add some more hair. Okay, here you go. So you're gonna put it like a C. Literally add it to the first one and the middle one. See? First one, middle one. Between your index and your thumb. Nowhere else. And continue braiding. Make sure you do not lose the grip, because if you lose the grip, you lose the braid, you lose the stitch. You're not that girl. You wonder why. Okay, I'm sorry. But you just have to just stitch. I can't explain. Like, just watch me. I'm giving y'all all my tips as much as I can explain. And I just want y'all to be that girl, because I'm tired of seeing people not stitching these people head right. And I take edge control. Oh, I'm giving y'all all my tips. I didn't even know this. I take edge control and I put it on their real hair to blend in with the weave. So, because when they natural, you just want it to match the hair as much as possible. So, I take the edge control and I put it on her real hair and kind of smooth it through just a little bit. Don't put too much edge control, because it will turn white. Y'all already know how edge control be. So just put enough to blend it with the weave, and you just start back braiding. I was trying to make sure my girl was still with me at this point, baby. That head kept nodding. Now, every braid after the first braid, you want to use the one next to it as your guide. What I mean by your guide is the stitching, you kind of want them to go like lined up together, just for it to look neater. So as you can tell, I parted it right where I parted the first braid at, and I just kind of match them on the sides. So when I do my first stitch, I always do it whatever side the braid is on. Like when I start stitching my new braid, I do it whatever side oh, I'm just hurting the pole, baby. I'm sorry, girl. But I do it whatever side the braid is already on, so that can be my guide. So my stitches can be lined up and give it a neater look. If that make any sense, I hope I'm making sense. If it don't make sense, then you're not a true braider. Anyways, that's not my business. Next. Okay. So I go to the next one. You're going to see me stitching on this side first. And I did the other side so y'all can see exactly what I mean. You don't part it all out. Comb the edge control through. Comb it through. And all the way through. Don't do nothing, because your work gonna look half done. So boom. I parted the same thing. And I start on that side. See, on the other braid, I started on the side the braid was on. On this braid, I just started on the opposite side, because why? The braid is on the other side. Just to line it up, look neat. Look how neat that look. Look how smooth that looks. It just look all stitched up, all good and all that. And then my girl came out looking like that. Girl, don't play like that. Thank y'all for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and go follow me on Instagram.